Okay, so bags are packed. Everything's set to go. Just gotta grab the last few things, but say goodbye to this view. And say goodbye to Kuala Lumpur. The time there was great, but now it's time to head out to Bali. So a brand new journey is underway in Bali, Indonesia. I landed, the flight was smooth, got a window seat, and went to pick up my bags. Everything went fine, and then I got surprised by my friend Majestic picking me up from the airport. Now you want to say what up?
Hey.
All right, so yeah, that was actually my first time seeing Majestic in like over a year or so. And you know, that's my soul sister right there. Got so much love for her. Yeah, actually, so since I got in so late, my flight got in so late, and her flight was taking off within like a few hours. She was going out to another country to visit a friend and everything, and so she let me stay at her place while she was gone, which helped me a lot. And you know, I just got so much love for her, so much gratitude for how much she's helped me and everything, and just along my journey in the relatively short time that we've known each other. But yeah, getting into Bali, I already felt like a little bit like something was off. I knew I was supposed to, I knew I was supposed to be there, but getting into this next clip, you'll see how rough it got for me. So let's just jump right into it. All right, man. So it's currently 1:13 a.m. My body is so tired, but it's been so incredibly difficult to get any rest. Let me actually turn this other light on just to make sure it's bright enough. But I came here thinking that, this would be very good, very healing for my nervous system. Come to my, complete and utter surprise, it's the exact opposite. As I'm recording this right now, like my heart is pounding out of my chest. Upon being here for the first 5 days so far, I just feel like I'm on the constant verge of a panic attack. No matter what I do, I can't shake the feeling of I'm not supposed to be here. I said a prayer asking to align myself with my highest self and to be in alignment with the path of my highest good. And literally not even 30 minutes after I said that prayer and really sat with that, I started feeling like this. I started feeling anxious and stressed and I have to leave this place. I have to leave. This is not the place for me. So that became very, very clear almost immediately after that prayer. So again, I thought that I was supposed to be here in Bali. I did feel a calling. Yes, there is something for me here, but I'm not supposed to be here long. Yeah, after this major shift that I've been experiencing, I don't know how much longer I can last here in Bali. Sounds crazy to say, but even as I'm recording this right now, I'm smelling the fumes and the soot of trash that's being burnt somewhere nearby. Because a lot of the foreigners, as I've been told, since the garbage system is so bad here in Bali, I guess the garbage doesn't get picked up as frequently as it needs to. So a lot of foreigners that visit here, they just resort to burning their garbage. And maybe even locals do it too, I don't know. But they burn their garbage, and I can smell it right now. It's coming through the AC. Like, I had the AC off and I was still kind of smelling it too. So it's like, I know that this is not good for my body. I don't want to be in this state anymore. And I can't stay here if I'm going to be in this state. I'm meditating, I'm doing breathing exercises, I'm shifting my mind, I'm practicing gratitude. And like I said, sometimes I'm distracting myself to take my mind away from everything that's going like that I'm feeling. None of it is really working. My body is literally shaking right now as my heart is beating so fast. I'm trying to sleep, but the past like 3 or 4 nights, I haven't been able to go to sleep before 5 a.m., even though I tried going to sleep at like 11 p.m. It's not been the paradise that I thought it would be. And I'm not mad about it, I'm not upset about it. I am grateful for the fact that I've been able to experience this. Because yes, even though the experience isn't what we call good, still it's helping me along my journey, because it's helping me see what really is right for me, what is healthy for me, what kind of environment is healthy for me. This has been tough to navigate, and I just know that this place isn't for me right now. I don't want to like trash Bali, both literally and figuratively, but I just know that the state that I'm in right now, this isn't supportive of my healing. This just further solidified me on my path of my highest self, the path of the wise one. Because the path of a wise one is just literally following the path of your highest self, your highest good, the path that God has laid out for you. However way you want to say it, that's what it is. So that's the journey that I'm on, and you're seeing, the ins and the outs of it, the ups and the downs of it. Right now I'm in a down point, a down period, but like I said, it's still something to be grateful for, because everything, no matter what happens, is always guiding you back to your highest self and your highest good. So as long as you trust that, you'll be on your path of your highest self. So I'm trusting my intuition that is leading me to where I need to be. So actually my intuition and my higher self led me to a place called Ubud in Bali. And the first place that I was staying at, it was right outside of Canggu, which is more of like the touristy, more like just really like everything is built for like the foreigners there, the tourists there. And that energy was not pleasant to me. And that's what my spirit was telling me, that I'm not supposed to be there. But going to Ubud, actually before I even got to Ubud, I was feeling sick the whole time that I was in Canggu. And then once I made plans, booked my Airbnb and everything to go to Ubud, that's when I immediately started feeling better. So I knew that I was supposed to be there, and as we get into this video more, you'll see why I was supposed to be there. So this is Ubud, and this is my homestay in Ubud called Rahzier The Homestay. And yeah, this place was very, very beautiful. I love this place. It was a little bit noisy because of construction, as you can probably hear in the background a little bit, but the room itself, the guest house itself, was great. It was spectacular. So much space in here, a king-size bed, a good bathroom, space to just, do everything that I need to do. If I wanted to get down and, bust out some push-ups or something, or sit-ups, then I could do that. Have a place to stretch, do a little bit of yoga. And the place just felt so open and airy. Like, it was just perfect. I guess that's part of the Bali feel, maybe just like the Ubud feel specifically, but yeah, this place was great for me. Nice, big, spacious bathroom. Most places in Bali and in Southeast Asia don't have a shower divider. So to have one, have a bathroom with a shower divider was really nice. It was really nice. And so, yeah, that was my room. And this right here, it was like a parade, I think, something like that. But it was some kind of celebration. And that's something that I really love about Ubud, is that it's very, very cultural. And I'll let you hear a little bit of it right now. So as you can hear, these people are like walking down the street. I think they closed off the street for them for whatever celebration it was, and they have their, their traditional instruments, their cultural instruments, and just sounded so good to me. And this is another part that I loved about Ubud and just the place that I stayed in general is the wildlife here. Like these these cute little birds, they're here like every day, and you'll see more of them throughout the video. But yeah, the wildlife here, the culture here. This is another instant that same day, or now evening, where I think the same people were marching back up the same street that I was staying on, and they're playing the music again, continuing the celebration. So whatever it was, I didn't figure out, or at least, no, I did. I asked the people I was staying with, but I forgot the name because it was really hard to pronounce. But it was so cool being able to see that. So there's a little bit more. And then I went over to Zest. This was the next day, and as you can probably hear and tell, it's raining outside, but man, this place is so beautiful. The smoothie bowl that I got was delicious, and I picked out this day. It was the first day I really got out and started exploring more. So yeah, Zest was the first place that I really went to. And then, again, just the scenery here is so gorgeous. This was just after it finished raining, I believe that same day. And again, you see how beautiful this place is. And then you have the locals, this part of the family that I was staying with. Every single day, I think it's twice, 3 times a day, they give offerings, and they give devotion. They show devotion to the deities that they worship, and this was Lord Ganesha. And yeah, it was just spectacular to be around. The energy was great. And I go outside all the time to get work done, and then sometimes I'd have a chat with my family. Yeah, it's just quick saying hi. They won't be able to hear you. It's just wave. There's my mama, there's Anaya. By the way, I like your bonnet, Naya. And there's Maverick, and then there's Monty, TJ. So, yeah, I just wanted y'all to say hi. So, and then this is later, like after about a week and a half or 2 weeks in Bali, or in Ubud, I should say. Majestic came back. She went out to visit a friend and everything and hang out. And then she actually moved from Canggu to Ubud. And it's her and her friend staying together and everything. And after we hung out, as you saw in that last clip, good cash. I went back to their place and had an energy session with them. They gave me a reading, and man, that reading was just everything that I needed in that moment. That it was life-changing, for real. I won't go into, and I don't feel like I should go into more details right now, but that was absolutely everything that I needed to get myself in alignment fully with my higher self. After that, man, like I was just so, like I knew with clarity, with like absolute certainty, the path that I'm meant to be walking. And I mean, this is the path of a wise one. And sometimes, often a lot of times, it takes other people around us, loved ones that really see us for who we are, to gently guide us back in the direction that we know we're supposed to be going. So that was what that whole experience was about. And yeah, it was absolutely wonderful. So yeah, let's keep it going. Yo, and then this was on my way back from Majestic's place, on the way back from the reading that I had with them. And you can't really tell in the dark, but these are actually fireflies. And this is my first time ever seeing fireflies in person. So this was an amazing experience, especially after the amazing experience that I had with the reading that they gave me. And then I just wanted to highlight a little bit of the wildlife here, because we're technically in the jungle, so the ants here are huge. And there's a lot of them everywhere, but if you're not afraid of ants or anything like that, then they don't bother you. But this is going towards Zest and Plant Bistro, which you'll see later. But yeah, this is walking like the main road in Ubud. It's like the central area, the central place in Ubud, and the street is called Jalan Raya. and it's like where all, everybody, all the tourists go for like the shopping and stuff like that. And there's a lot of shops that I skip because I'm not really into shopping and everything. But you see temples, you'll see different places that locals use and tourists go to. So it's a really cool mixture of kind of like everybody being there. Tourists, the foreigners, and the locals, the people who perform at the temples, the people who are like really in the culture, Balinese culture. So it's really, really cool. It's really beautiful. And again, just the architecture, the structures here, the carvings, just everything is just so beautiful here. I love it. So I just wanted to show you guys this as I'm walking towards Zest. And again, like you see, this is just right off the roadway right here. That's a little, I don't know if it's an actual river, but it's a waterway that's going straight through the village and everything. Again, right off the roadway here, right off the main street, Jalan Raya. And man, there's just so much to talk about. And like I said, Ubud is known for carvings, and shops like this, you'll see them everywhere, and they're all just like top tier, great looking quality. I didn't buy anything because I wasn't, I don't really have the space in my suitcase to fit anything else, but that Shiva statue, I really wanted to get it. I had my eye on it, but at least I do have a little tiny Shiva statue that I carry around me. So yeah, this is just another one of the well-known temples here. I think people come here to take pictures and stuff all the time, but they have different events and everything, just sharing Balinese culture with the locals and the foreigners. And I like that they have to, like, the foreigners have to respect the culture in order to actually enter. So that's something I really like. And then another thing that I really like is just how green everything is. Like, this is, again, just the same roadway that I'm walking down, and everything is just so green here. It's like you just feel the energy of nature all around you, and that's something that I really, really love. And then again, this is just right off the roadway, right before I got to Zest. So yeah, coming down here was like a very, very pleasant surprise, because for one, like, I knew this waterway was here because I walked over the bridge before, but I never actually ventured down to the water. And this river, man, I don't know what it's called because I couldn't really find it on Google Maps, but man, it's just so spectacular to me how you can be technically in the city, but so close and just immersed in nature all the time. This to me was just like one of the main reasons why I fell in love with Ubud. And I did not get this energy at all in Canggu because, like I said before, Canggu is just very touristy. It's very, granted, I haven't explored too much Canggu to really know everything, but I did not feel this energy when I was in Canggu at all. And when I was in Ubud, like you're seeing it right now, this is just a normal occurrence because you could find these kinds of riverways and waterways seemingly everywhere. And there's more that you see. There's one more that you see later on in the video to actually end the video off. But man, like this is just amazing. And I don't know if you saw, you'll see in a little bit, but there's a brother here, and this brother, his name is Free, and he's standing like on the other side of the riverway. He's standing just off right here. You're about to see him. And I saw him here. This is my first time seeing him. And then later on at another place, a restaurant that I usually go to, you'll see later on, called Sayuri Healing Foods. I actually ran into him there, and that was like 2 days later. And then we talked, dapped each other up and everything. There's not too many brothers out here in Bali, especially in Ubud. So it was great connecting with him, and he's actually a professional violinist and musician and everything, so music producer. So it was a wonderful connection to make, and he recognized me from a river here. So it's just an example of how things can flow in Ubud, which I love. So one thing that I really, really love about being in Ubud is that there is so much live music everywhere. As someone who loves hip hop, who loves live music in general, just, I make music and everything. So like being around all this, it was just like, it was soul food for me, for real. And that's the thing about Ubud, is that like almost everywhere you go, there's some kind of live music. I had no idea that it was like this before coming here. And I feel like that was one reason that my intuition and my higher self were guiding me to be in Ubud, because it was just so inspiring for me. Like, I got so many ideas. I met a lot of the artists that you're seeing here in the videos. You're about to see right now is Rose and Mateo. So Rose is from Indonesia, and I love her message. She was singing and speaking on, wildlife preservation and just, being good to the planet in general. And that's something that, especially I love. So I really, really vibe with her performance. And just, her voice, the way that she sings, the passion that she sings with, the heart that she sings with. I fell in love with it. So yeah, let me show y'all.
It means it's very useless. You decorate my tombs in the funeral. You build like ceramic tombs, luxury ceramic. It's very useless when you did it to me when I'm already not on this earth anymore. But it will be very useful when I'm still alive. You show your love, you show your respect, and you show good things for me. We do good things for me when I'm still alive, not when I'm already dead. So this is songs from our parents to us.
I forgot already how you say thank you in Batak.
Thank you in Batak, Mauliate. Indonesian is Mauliate. Horas.
This is Batak.
And thank you.
So yeah, that performance from Rose and Mateo was magnificent. I loved it so much. And then afterwards, I stayed at Zest and had a small meal, and it started raining as I was eating. So I waited out the rain and just enjoyed the beautiful scenery of Zest. And then afterwards, after the rain stopped, headed over to Plant Bistro, which is just basically down the hill and around the corner, and then up the hill again to have my actual dinner. But first, man, I just had to admire this view, because how beautiful is that? Just in the jungle, beautiful place like this, I usually have to duck my head entering to different places here, but it's so worth it because this place is just so stunning. The energy here is so soothing. It feels, especially at Plant Bistro here, it feels like you're kind of tucked away and like in a cozy space up on the hill. And this pizza, man, this pizza was my go-to. It's probably the best pizza that I've had outside of my own vegan pizza that I make. But walking back home, you see a lot of stray dogs and stuff because fortunately that's a bit of a problem here in Bali. And yeah, just enjoying the rest of my night and then moving forward to the next morning. This is my daily routine. Like I wake up, go outside, enjoy the sunlight for a little bit, and then meditate, center myself, ground, and just feel what I need to feel within myself. What is most alive within me? What is coming up? And then, yeah, that's pretty much how I start my day. Sometimes I do some yoga too, but later on this night, here at Sayuri Healing Food, you'll see what I usually partook in during the evenings. Tonight was an open mic, so I'll let you enjoy the vibes that were just spectacular tonight. So enjoy. So, and this is my friend Juan, who I met that same night. You know, you see him rocking the guitar. He's just absolutely outstanding. And he's actually a sound engineer and just all around just genius when it comes to music and sound design. So I'm grateful to connect with him. The girl who you just saw dancing in the last video, she actually plays, she's a musician and a singer herself. She plays and makes the instrument called the lyre or the lire. And yeah, you'll see in this next clip. But yeah, just connecting with different musicians and everything and different artists, different singers, it was just such a wonderful experience, something that I didn't know that I needed, that I unconsciously wanted and desired for such a long time. So yeah, I'm just so grateful for all these experiences. Actually, Yo, and then shout out to my brother Anthony for putting me onto this juice spot, because this was like our hangout spot for real. This place was amazing. And then later on that night, I actually went into Mudra Cafe for dinner, and just happened to stumble into some more live music. I had no idea that they even had live music there, but again, this is Ubud, so you can find it almost anywhere that you go. And I was actually sitting in on a studio session with Yuka and Juan before this. As you can see, I'm with them right now. And they actually invited me to sing on the mic and provide background vocals for Yuka playing the lire and singing. So maybe in the future I'll share some of that when I'm able to, when I have permission. But let's get back to this live music.
I remember my soul is strong. I remember where I belong.
Up here in the booth, trying to make some music, trying to go and soothe, trying to see the day that we find a way, cause we see ourselves and we not trying to decay. I'm in Bali with my baby, hey, I'm out in Bali with my baby. Wanna say I love you, hey, wanna say I trust you, wanna say I love you, yeah. Body with his baby, with my baby. That's his lady. That's my baby. Absolutely, she's his love. He raised her higher, above all the others. He let them go. When you know, you know. 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 When you know it's no. When you know it's true. That's when you do. When you know it's true. Yeah, every day you gotta go believe. Every day you gotta go and say what I see. Hey, I see my vision. I trust in God, cause that's my guide.
That particular attribute for us to embody it. So that could be embodying it ourselves, activating it within the space. So just maybe for like a minute or so, just to do that, whatever comes through, and if you feel like a rhythm comes in with that. So some of you also know the name Allah, and Jesus said Allah, Moses said Allah in a different accent, like Ilah, Ilah, Elohim, but it's very close. So I might throw that in there or add that in as well. So just the intention of bringing more kindness into our life, more kindness with ourselves, more kindness with others. I'll say it, and then if you feel, you can do the response. Ya Latifu. Everybody. Ya Latifu.
Thank you, Spirit, the God we call him Jesus, Buddha, all the goddess of the Hindu, all the nothing, all the Muslim, all connecting to one, to the sun. We pray for the sky, for peace, for love, for harmony. One deep inhale. and surrender.
So yeah, man, my friends, my new friends that I met out here in Bali. After all that, because there's a clip that I didn't get that I wish I would have recorded, but I actually got up there on stage too, and I was banging on the little drum, the circular drum. I was banging on that as Jordan next to me was singing, and Hasna was singing, and Siti was singing. And that was my first time actually on stage doing any kind of performance. So besides like elementary school and stuff and school plays and stuff like that, but being fully embodied as the grown version of myself, like that was my first time being on stage performing and everything. So that was really cool, and it was just so spontaneous. And that's something that I love out here is like, for one, my friend Hasna, like that's one of her gifts. Like it naturally encourages and like brings you out of your comfort zone, but in a way that's still comfortable for yourself. I don't even have the words for it, but it's amazing what she does just naturally. And my friend Siti, just amazing on vocals, guitars, like just you feel her heart, feel her passion in every word. And then just meeting so many new people, so many different people. And Yuka, who was playing the lead. For now, let's keep it going because there's a whole lot more to get into. All right, y'all, check this out right here. This is just a random alleyway that I was walking through to get to a restaurant that I was going to. And I just wanted to stop and pause and just admire the beauty of this area. I think it used to be a former artist village, because I remember walking through it and seeing signs saying something about artist village or former artist village. But I just wanted to stop and showcase this beauty because, wow, like how many places do you see like this throughout the world that are just this stunning for just a casual walk through the alley? This is just wonderful to me. And then moving on, finally made it to the restaurant. It was a wonderful walk, and I really like this restaurant. This place is called Alchemy, and it's also a yoga studio as well. And they also have massage and different wellness, different wellness modalities. So this was really cool. And I met some really cool people here, brother from South Africa, sister from Italy. And then as you see, this beautiful, beautiful food that I ate, and I was doing some work at the same time. And then this actually led me to going to Plant Bistro because I felt intuitively led to go here. And this actually led me to two wonderful connections. Yeah, so thanks to my intuition for leading me here, because I left Alchemy kind of wondering where I should go from there because I wanted to stay out. I felt intuitively led to stay out. And so ultimately I decided to go to Plant Bistro for dinner. And then I walked in, I sat next to these two wonderful women, and they had just ordered this specialty dish called the Moro Risotto. And it's, the specialty for Plant Bistro, and you'll see pretty soon how amazing it tastes. But, I sat next to these two wonderful women, and we ended up connecting. I asked them if they were okay with being my vlog and everything. And then, just getting their reactions to the food. And yeah, it just led to a wonderful connection for both of us, like for all three of us. And that's just how things kind of flow in Ubud. Like you just go somewhere, you just meet, random people, and then heart-to-heart connection, soul-to-soul connection forms. And now you'll be seeing more of them in my next vlog. And I'm just so grateful for Shiva and Ruxar. Like they're two wonderful women, and I'm so grateful to have connected with them.
So you get the complete taste, everything when you eat and pong. You love, you come here again. So we use a fresh rosemary, Italian herb, to make it like smoky taste and aromatic smoke.
Oh, I can smell it already, yes.
That smells good.
Smell it, right?
Yes, it's so good.
One, two, three. Ta-da! Thank you. Please enjoy.
Quick reaction to this wonderful, beautiful food.
What's it called? What is it called? Moro risotto. Moro risotto.
Moro risotto.
Like
So-
what happens in your mouth, right? It's like the flavors they go up, and then you're like, wow, very good. See? But also you taste different kind of mushrooms all the time.
Yeah, he was listing all the
You see
different
there's
ones.
5 different kinds of mushrooms. This is mouth-gasming. It's amazing.
So this next day, I went over to Muja Cafe again for dinner and had this wonderful vegan burger and these cauliflower wings and a smoothie. And I was just enjoying the scenery and everything, and noticed that they had this live music set up. So I was wondering who was going to be performing that night. And as I was eating, I just had to take this little video of this little gecko that visited me. This thing was so cute. But moving forward, let's get into this live music. Yo, this next clip coming up, man, like, yo, I don't, actually, I think I do know what it is, but man, like, I think he's my favorite performer that I've seen here in Ubud. Cause man, like, you just feel the soul, you just feel his heart coming through the music, and it just sounds so beautiful, sounds so melodic, so just angelic. And man, like, I really, really, really resonate with just his energy and the way that he sings, the way that he performs, the way that he expresses himself on the mic. Like, it's just amazing. So before I say too much, let me just show y'all and just get into it. Yeah, and I was able to meet him afterwards, and first let me say his name, Nico Lodi. I'll have a link in the description for his social media and everything, but yeah, Nico, man, like, yo, something's different about the way that he performs, because like I feel that soul and that heart coming through for everybody else. But man, like I don't know, just something's different about how I resonate with how he performs, just how he embodies music. So man, I just had to say that. I just had to share that, because I just had to give him his props, give him his flowers and everything, because it's amazing, man. Much love to you, Nico. So like I said earlier, I had a handful of places that I frequently visited, and Sayuri was one of them. And just coming here, man, the vibe is different. I really want to create something like this for myself in my own vision. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. After this like impromptu kind of like live open mic, performance, you see Hasan, my friend Hasan up there on the mic, and then also met the guy he's playing the kora. He's playing the Kamele Ngoni. And, he went to, his name is Alex. He went to, I think it was Mali, to study with the master to learn how to play. And so I wanted to link up with him and start learning from him, but it didn't work out for me like that. So, but after this though, they got on the mic and performed and everything, I had a chance to sit down with Hasna because I've been trying to connect with her for a while, and just sit down and talk and just share space with one another. And I ended up holding space for her, which was a very, very good, very nurturing, heartfelt experience. And then after that, she noticed that I'm always recording everything else and everyone else. She wanted to record me, and she asked me a question of holding space. How, why, what is holding space to me? Forget the exact question, the way she worded it, but she asked me how holding space is for me. Why is it so important to me? And this was my answer. Yeah, holding space, it feels like it's such a sacred thing to do. Or in society, maybe not as much here in Bali, but especially in the United States, being in California and everything, it's just hustle and bustle. You're just going from one thing to thing to thing. And then, just to be able to stop, pause, and just, for one, reflect on yourself, but then also have somebody else there that's holding that sacred space for you. That's to me, it's just such a sacred thing to do, such a genuine thing to do from the heart and the soul, that you're really showing up for somebody just out of love. And so many people have, appointments, rushing all the time, but I like to stay in the present moment, stay in the flow, embrace the stillness within the flow, and also the flow within the stillness. So being that I'm able to be in the flow, but also maintain that stillness, I'm able to hold space very well for other people, and whatever way they need to show up, no judgment or anything, just I'm here for you. So that's just something I really love doing, and helping people work through whatever it is that's coming up for them, and just seeing the change from beginning to after the session, and just seeing how much lighter they feel, how much better they feel about themselves, whatever it is that they're challenged with, whatever that they're facing. So that's something that I really enjoy doing, and I feel like it's a calling of mine. So, thank you.
I have to give you a proper testimonial, because I definitely felt, even just in these, 20 minutes, half hour, I felt held, I felt spiritually held, just a place of no judgment. Yeah, just a lot more words, but it's more. There's so much that goes on in the silence.
Yeah.
That cannot be said and cannot only be spoken. But when a person's listening in that moment and just feeling okay, now I'm just gonna listen. Okay, now I'm gonna offer grace. Okay, now I'm gonna say this or not say anything. So,
yeah, it's in the subtleties, the silence, the space in between the words. That's, to me, that's what it's really about. It's, we talked about a little bit of meditation. I love meditating, so just being able to embrace those moments and show support in those moments. It's very dear to my heart. So something I really enjoy. And in these next few clips, I just want to show you how diverse Bali, but also specifically Ubud can be. Because let's just jump right into it.
Yes, first word.
So for alignment,
Yeah. Because this is geometry, it's not perfect measurement, cannot feel the energy.
yes.
Yes.
So it's got to be precise,
Yes.
like the Egyptian pyramids.
Yes.
Yeah. I got it.
it's amazing in here.
Isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, what you actually just saw was a reggae band, and believe it or not, the two main singers, one is Russian, the other is Indonesian. So that was a really interesting, but also really dope experience. And then, you know, Starship 22, a Sacred Geometry shop, and then Rhythm and Light, the instrument shop where people just come in, you know, buy instruments, check out instruments, sometimes have impromptu jam sessions like you just saw. And it was just like, you see how much Ubud has to offer and how much Ubud has to share, and why so many people from around the world come here. And then, you know, just moving forward, man, like this open mic night at Sayuri, like I said, this is one of my go-to spots, and Sayuri was like one of the most popular spots. But you see this open mic right here, this is like the best one that I've experienced. And then my brother Anthony also said the same thing, and he's been in Ubud for years. So yeah, I'm gonna let you hear it, but this was just amazing. As y'all saw, like just finishing off with more music that was at Sayuri, and I'll try to put all the names of these different places because there's like a handful of places that I love going to, where you know the live music is just on point most of the times. And yeah, man, like this last clip, these were all just from one open mic. So these were all just people. Some live in Bali, some people are, tourists traveling here, but, there's so many great musicians and artists here in Ubud that it's like, that open mic was just special. It was just spectacular. And yeah, you saw my boy, my brother Justice getting on the guitar, and then CT singing with an all girls group, and then, other people showing up and everything. It was amazing. It was amazing. But yeah, just moving on, just continue on to finish out this vlog, because there's more. There's a part 2 coming. But to finish out this vlog, part 1, I went out to, it's called the Secret Waterfall. And at first, my friend Flo, she told me about the Secret Waterfall. I was thinking like it was an actual secret, like something that only locals knew about. But it's actually called the Secret Waterfall, so people know about it and everything. But we got there at a time where it was mainly just us two there. We saw like 2 other people there at one point, but it was like exactly what I needed. And the way that, like, it's just the perfect way for me to fully like immerse myself in nature again. Because that was actually my first time being back in like fully in nature, like in the water and the river, on the rocks and everything, and all the greenery. Yeah, I really needed that. Because up until that point, I was doing so much healing work, so much stuff was coming up within me. Because that's something that Ubud specifically will do for you. Is just, it'll bring up everything that you need to work on within yourself, and just say handle it. but it'll guide you to where you need to be and the people who you need to meet, you know, the connections and everything. It's like it's bringing everything up, so it feels kind of rough at first, but you're being guided the whole way, just through the energy that's there in Ubud. Because man, like, I didn't get a chance to interview the family that I was staying with, which I wanted to do, but maybe next time. But like, you just see like the local culture, like Ubud is known for carving. Like, they make things with their hands, and that's why you see so much beautiful architecture everywhere. And like the way of life for them is just so like slow pace, but like just like unrushed, not lazy, but just unrushed, you know, just that island vibe. So it was just spectacular to be in, because I feel like the work that they put in, and you know, like the devotion that they have, and you know, just the honor that they give the ancestors and the gods and everything, that energy is being radiated everywhere. So you're being guided to your higher self. If you're open to that, you're being guided to your higher self, which is exactly why I went there. So yeah, I got everything that I needed, and you'll see a lot more in part 2. So I'm gonna end this one off here because it's already long enough as it is. It's like basically a movie right now. So I'm gonna end this off here. It's Rahzier The Wise One signing off, saying much love. Stay tuned for more because I got a whole lot coming soon. So much love and wholeness to you.